Hello, boys and girls. This is Blood Ocean 07 here. Welcome back to another story of bedtime stories for awful children. This is chapter 3, called The Myling. There once lived a family on a big farm. They were rich and had plenty because they owned large lands and had only one child. They were happy, for they had a beautiful daughter with the most wondrous blue eyes. On the farm, there also lived a maid who was obedient and kind. One day, she gave birth to a beautiful girl child. It was a child as fair as anyone had seen. Such shimmering deep blue eyes, everyone said, and agreed that the newborn would grow up to be the most beautiful girl in town. Every day, they noticed something new that was wonderful with the little baby, and no one seemed to notice the farmer's daughter anymore. Soon the farmer's daughter began to despise the little baby, and forged a despicable plan so that she would not have to live in its shadow. The daughter went into her mother's room and searched through a large jewelry box where she found her mother's favorite jewelry, a beautiful gold locket that glimmered radiantly. She took it and buried it beneath a dead tree on the hill. The mother and the family soon had everyone search the house for the missing locket. "Have you borrowed my gold locket?" she asked her daughter. "No," replied the daughter and shook her head, "but I saw our maid wearing it." Not many moments had passed of that stormy night until the mother banished the maid and her baby from the house. "If you send us out in the wind and rain, my beautiful baby will surely die," cried the maid. But no tears could quench the mother's fury, who closed and barred the door to the farm. The years went by and the family forgot about the maid, her beautiful baby, and the gold locket. The daughter of the family grew up to be the most beautiful girl in town, and no one had ever seen her eyes as blue as hers. But times grew hard and fields grew barren. The mother was forced to sell her jewelry so that the family could eat, until she had no more to sell. "I wish I had more pieces of jewelry to sell," she cried out as she stared at the empty plates. "I will find one more piece of jewelry for you, mother," her daughter said. As the daughter climbed the steep hill, she heard a frightful wail. "It's just the wind and rain," she thought to herself. The sun was setting as she reached the dead oak tree where she had buried the gold locket many years ago. She dug with her bare hands and soon saw something glimmering in the ground. But it was not her mother's long-lost gold locket. Her gaze met a pairing of shimmering blue eyes, belonging to the rotten face of a frightful girl child. A tiny hand clasped the girl's neck and dragged her into the earth. Before the dirt and moss had filled her lungs, the farmer's daughter's last desperate scream could be heard miles away. It's just the wind and rain," her starving mother whispered to herself back on the farm. So that was chapter 3, boys and girls. So, lesson for today: jealousy is never good. So do not be jealous of others. Do not be jealous of people's things or of other people's beauty. So thank you for listening, and come back next time for chapter 4, where we will be reading about the Night Raven. So I will see you then.